G'day Gooners and welcome back to the podcast. We know it's been a while, international break. Hope you guys haven't been too bored. It's not too bad since we know that after this is going to be 4 or 5 months of uninterrupted, just straight football. Very keen for it. I'm joined here by George. George, how are you?
I'm good, man. I'm good. It's been a hectic couple of weeks, but I'm happy to be back on the pod. I apologize for the lack of content when it comes to seeing my face on our channels, although probably it's been quite a nice break for our followers to not see me and to see more of you. But no, I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm good. Yeah, missing Arsenal playing a lot. I've been watching a lot of tactical sort of videos, just trying to get myself back into the groove of it. You know, when you miss Arsenal playing, you watch like old videos. So like, I'm watching some videos that I've watched like 3, 4 times again, just because I'm trying that desperate for it. And obviously Australia didn't do too well against Venezuela, 1-0 loss, but your guys, England, they did
Yeah,
pretty
we
good
did
to
all right.
qualify for the World Cup. I mean, I know had already qualified before this break, but I think I'm going to do a little rundown here of how all of our players went over the break. Obviously, this we're recording this on Tuesday. There are some games on the Wednesday tomorrow morning, so unfortunately, who knows what's going to happen in those. But obviously, England two nil wins, kind of like
Yeah,
Arsenal recently. Besides the Sunderland game, in that first game as well, Saka and Eze both scoring, which I
yeah.
love to see. I remember. I don't know why, but I always love looking at England's results because they've got so many Arsenal players and so many players I'm familiar with as well. So it's very good to see. And as soon as I saw Eze and Saka on the score sheet, I was like, it's like extra sense of pride. So I don't know if you managed to catch the highlights or not, but both goals were incredible.
Top finishes. I actually managed to sort of catch them live. Definitely the Saka one I got live. The Eze one didn't quite get live, but yeah. And did you see? Did you see what they tweeted England? They
Oh, what a
they,
pass from Foden, man.
yeah. It's just unbelievable, isn't it? It's just like anti-Arsenal in every single possible like place. It's ridiculous. Um, yeah, it was almost, and I saw like comments underneath of like Fabregas's pass to Henri when Henri ran the field
The Busquets
at
one
the
as well.
Bernabeu,
Yeah.
and the Busquets one. Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, what a great finish from Eze and from Saka. It's great to see Eze play out on the left hand
Yeah.
side and perform well. You know my obsession with that. So yeah, no, it's good to see. It's good to see they're sort of carrying on the form in the international scene as well. And also, like Saka hasn't been too great, as I've said quite a few times, in terms of his like performance and output levels for Arsenal in the last few games.
Mm.
So it's definitely good to see him back to his best in international colours. And obviously, as a proud Englishman, it's good to see us win all of our qualifying games. So big up
Mm.
Thomas Tuchel. Um, as much criticism as he does get, he's obviously done the job for England so far. So exciting times for us. Actually, I'm very confident going into the World Cup. Obviously, there are a few very decent nations as well as England, but hopefully it'll come home eventually. Nah, not the Socceroos. Come on, man. Give me some respect.
um,
Um,
But yeah, just on Saka, I think these games are actually so important for him because against Sunderland, that was probably one of his better games he's had this season. But to get an extra, I don't know if he played the full 90, but just get an extra 2 games under his belt and playing well in those games is so just perfect for us going into the break. Sorry,
yeah,
going after the break, sorry, I should say. But yeah, so credit to England. I think you guys will do very well in the World Cup. Uh, Very excited for the World Cup as well. I can't wait for that. But yeah, obviously Rice also playing as well for England, consistent as always. And Spain, we had Zubamendi and Marina both playing. Zubamendi actually scored,
yeah,
I believe it was against Georgia, so one of those random countries
yeah.
like
It was
that.
Georgia.
Raya on the bench. I don't really keep up with Spanish football. Not sure why
He
the coach
doesn't. He doesn't start.
yeah,
He
he
doesn't
doesn't
start.
seem to rate Raya. Not sure why. Maybe it's the style of play, but who knows? Hopefully Raya can break into that team because I'd love to see him at the World Cup. That'd be great. I think it should be Raya first choice and Kepa second choice. I think for Spain. I think that's how it should be for me.
I don't know about that.
Maybe Mosquera coming into the mix by the time the World Cup comes around. Who
Potentially,
knows?
yeah.
Never know. On the other hand, France, Saliba, clean sheet against Ukraine, 4-0 win. 93% pass accuracy, I believe, like 6 clearances, 8 like crucial tackles or something like that. It was incredible clean sheet. I think he's probably starting to get better form than Kanate for that France team. Obviously, for France, a lot of people prefer Kanate over Saliba, but I think Kanate's kind of dropped off a little bit. I don't know if he's trying to wind the contract down, sort of like a Alexander
I
Arnold
have
situation.
I've
But
quite a good story on Saliba actually. So I was on holiday in, I want to say Miami, maybe 4 years ago, maybe 3 years ago, and we're on Miami Beach, and we saw this kid kicking around a football. So we go up to him, me and my brother, we're talking to him, and we're kicking the ball around with him, and he was French. He was French, and this was at the time when Saliba had just sort of properly broken into the Arsenal team.
mm,
It was like the 2022-23 season, I
yeah, it
want
would
to
have been
say.
that one. Yeah.
So it was a season when Jesus and Sinchenko came, um, and he was talking about the French squad and how good the French squad was, and we were talking about England, whatever. And I said to him, "You need to watch this Saliba. Like Saliba will break in the squad." And he was like, "Nah, no one in France rates this guy. Like, nah, we've got Kanate, we've got Upamecano, all these guys. Varane, I think maybe was still knocking about as well." And I was like, "Nah, you just wait, Saliba, trust me." And I don't know where this guy is now, but if you're a French guy who met me on the beach in Miami, I was right.
You said it was a kid, right?
Nah. I mean, when I say a
Oh,
kid,
right.
like he was in his 20s,
Oh, okay, right.
but yeah, no, he. I mean, listen. So I actually don't think Saliba played the second game. I think he got rested, which is obviously
Okay.
good for us. But
That's very
but
good.
yeah, no, top player, and it would shock me if he doesn't start for France in the World Cup. Um, but yeah, it's
I
good.
think
It's
he
good to
definitely
see.
will.
Yeah, for sure, and it's good to see all our players doing well. I mean, Zubimendi's goal was a beautiful chip. I'm pretty sure it was with his weak foot as well. Excuse my voice, by the way. The hay fever here is crazy at the moment. I'm not sure if you're finding that, Cal, but um, yeah. And Marino, yeah, Marino's Marino for Spain. He almost looks like a different player. So, yeah, good to see our guys doing well. Obviously, Calafiori came home early from Italian
Yeah.
football, but it looks like he's going to
He's
be
going to be
okay.
okay. So I don't know if that was sort of like a sneaky tactical sort of thing. I was worried when I saw that because obviously he's had a lot of injury problems last year. So I was hoping it was nothing. So very relieved about that. We'll get on to obviously the main sort of injury, uh, not crisis, but injury news. It is kind of a crisis when it's that sort of player. But just quickly, Timber. Played alongside Van Dijk as a centre back, actually, which I found quite interesting. Obviously, we know he can play there, but I don't think we've ever actually seen him there for Arsenal. But I think he's just too good in that right back position for us.
Well,
I
I,
think,
th- I, th- I think there's a few things to unpack here. I think um, for the Netherlands, he's played next to Van Dijk in the last international break as well.
yeah,
I think there's a quote of Van Dijk saying that Timber's the best centre back he's played alongside. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments or those of you who are watching, but I'm pretty sure I saw that recently. But also the way Arsenal play, like yes, he's playing as a right back, but like in build up when we play a back three, often he's
yeah,
a right centre back. So yeah, I agree with you. He can fly up next to Saka as a almost a right wing back. He can play inside. He's so versatile, Timber, and he's so good in every sort of aspect of the game. But yeah, it's obviously great to see him do well for sure.
it's class. And he actually did play right back in Netherlands' second game. They won 4-0 in that game. There was a little bit of an injury sort of scare. He did go down. It was a bad tackle. The Lithuanian player, no idea who he is, but he was kind of like pretty high tackle on the back of the ankle, I think, or maybe back of the thigh. So worried when I saw that, but I mean, I didn't hear any news about it, so it's fine, I guess. Belgium, Trossard, 70 minutes. They drew 1-1 against Kazakhstan. That's disappointing for Belgium. I mean, off topic, but that 2018 Belgium team, like, how were they ranked first in the world, but they never won anything? That was
Because of the
interesting.
coefficient points.
Yeah,
It's a weird system they have
I
in
don't
international
understand that.
football.
Yeah. Hincapié, clean sheet against Canada, 0-0, played left back in that one. Norgard, 70 minutes played 70 minutes. Midfield, 2-2 draw against Belarus. And obviously, Brazil, Jesus, Martinelli, all out injured. Gabriel, injured at the Emirates as well. The game against Senegal was at the Emirates. So it's kind of bittersweet getting injured at the Emirates, man. I mean, moving on from that, how do you think we're going to go without Gabriel? Because obviously we've got what Spurs, Bayern Munich, Chelsea all up next. No
Yeah, I
Gabriel
mean,
probably for those games.
how Arsenal is that really? Your most important players missing out on your most important games. I haven't heard that script before, have I? Oh wait, no, it happens every single year, almost to all our best players. Um, yeah, really, really frustrating. Massive loss. Not just what he does defensively, but also as an aerial threat from set pieces. Like he is the guy. I think with Gabriel as well, like his game has come on leaps and bounds in the last few years. He's almost the leader as well, or one of the leaders. And of the two, like if in previous, you would say that Saliba was the one who everyone thought it was going to be the world class up and coming talent. And whilst that is absolutely still true, what Gabriel has been able to do next to him is almost like as good, if not better, and more consistent. And in terms of his improvement since he came to us, he has gone up so many levels to the point where he is probably the best left-sided centre back in the world. I mean,
Yeah,
obviously
I agree.
Van Dijk plays on the left-hand side, but he's right-footed. But I'm
Yeah,
talking left-sided, left-footed centre backs. He's the best in the world, and
yeah.
I think that most fans of not just Arsenal, I think most fans of most clubs will probably agree with that because it's not just what he does in our own box. He's such a threat from set pieces, and uh, yeah, he's just a top player. So it's going to be a massive loss. What do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, he's probably been, I don't know, obviously the TikTok I did today when I put Nketiah at number one best player for Arsenal this season, obviously because that was an old filter, but I said I would have put Gabriel as number one. I think he actually has been probably our best player this season. I don't know if you agree with that.
I think yeah, him or Tim. I think
Yeah.
Timber or Calafiori. I think the fullbacks have been brilliant, but yeah, I mean, you can't sort of. I can't get angry with you for saying Gabriel. Yeah, top player.
Yeah. I mean, to lose probably one of our best, or if not top three players in form this season, obviously it sucks. It sucks to be honest, but we have to move on. It's just it's such a shame that it comes at this time of the season. I mean, in a way, it is, I guess, okay because it's only I heard it could even be 3 weeks out, which isn't as bad as I thought. I was thinking it might be like a 2 months, 2 to 3 months sort of injury maybe. So to
Yeah.
hear that it's going to be around 3 to 6 weeks, 6 weeks max, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what I heard from the reports, but it's not as bad as expected. But it does hurt more knowing that it's because of the run of games that we've got coming up. I think that's why it hurts more. Like if it was before the international break when we had that really good run against sort of the lower teams, then it'd be okay, even though he was a very crucial part of that October clean sheet sort of spree that we had.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be tough. But just on that, obviously, we've got a lot of depth this season. That's the thing that everyone talks about. Arsenal fans, non-Arsenal fans saying we've got no excuses now. Depth. Who do you see? Who do you see versus who do you want to come into that position? Because off the top of my head, I thought there was only two options, but then there's actually a lot of sort of rotations and shifting around that you can do. You could probably do like 4 or 5 options, honestly.
Yeah, it's the $1 million question, isn't it? Really. Um, I think as a principle, I've always stuck by if if something's not broke, don't fix it. Like,
Yeah,
is that the right phrase? I don't know.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Uh, and if you can limit the amount of changes you make to that back line because it's been so good, try limit it. So my actual first thought was move Calafiori inside as a left centre back and play Miles as the left back. But the more I thought about it, I spoke to my brother and my dad about it as well. And I'll give them credit because they were the ones who sort of suggested it first. They didn't think that Mikel would do it. They don't think that Mikel would do that. And actually, I agree with them. I don't think that Mikel will move two players or change two players if he doesn't have to. So I think Calafiori will stay as the left back, and I think that Hincapié will play as the left centre back. I've toyed with Mosquera, but I think he'd prefer to play a left-footed player as the left centre back. So I think he'll go with Hincapié as that left centre back. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I can't remember, forgive me, I can't remember what game it was, but I do remember Mosquera playing in that left centre back role. And I remember when he came on, I thought the exact same thing. I thought like, oh, how's he gonna go? Like, left sided, like, is he gonna be all right? But he looked really solid there. And I mean, I probably would still go with Hincapié, don't get me wrong, because I think he's had the last few games he has played for us, he's looked good. He's looked raw. He looks hungry. It's good. And I do think that Mosquera is more like a Saliba profile, whereas Hincapié is more similar to Gabriel. It's like that South American sort of grit. Um,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like they're very both sort of similar
100%.
players. So I think if you can match up that similar profile of a player with Saliba, I think that's probably the best thing moving forward in these games, to be honest.
Yeah, no, I sort of agree with you. I think that Hincapié probably will come in, which is again quite harsh on Miles, who's not really
Yeah.
getting a lot of game time as it is.
And
But
that's the rereason why he wasn't selected for the England camp
yeah,
as well, which is so unfortunate. Like I know we discussed it on the a little bit on the last pod, but we're talking about how we're not sure if Miles will make it to the World Cup simply because of the game time. But I was saying that if he plays every Champions League, Carabao Cup, FA Cup game, then that's once a week. Like there's probably some England players that are playing for what Man United. Man United only play like one game a week. So why not?
how
Why
ma-
can't Miles?
how many Man United players are in the England squad? Not that many.
I mean,
Um,
Rashford's oh no, Rashford's at Barcelona. What am I talking
there
about?
you
But
go,
yeah,
there
true.
you go. But
Because I
but
think I'm thinking of the last World Cup and so the last Euros. There's a few like obviously had Luke
yeah,
Shaw was a big part of that
yeah,
as well.
yeah, of course.
Maguire, I guess as well.
I
But yeah,
I
not
think
really
though, like
much knocking
someone
about.
like even John Stones, like he has hardly played for Man City, and he's still
Yeah,
getting in
where
the
is he?
squad.
Where is Stones at the moment? He's
Well, it's
just
crazy,
disappeared,
isn't
hasn't
it? Like,
he?
no, he's not playing. He's been
Yeah.
fit, but he hasn't been playing.
Okay.
So I guess that's Tuchel not being as consistent as he says he is with that sort of rule of you have to play to get in the squad. But someone with the experience of Stones, you always want around for England, so I understand it. But
Yeah.
um, yeah, no, listen, it's frustrating the injury. It really is. Like at this time, we've got such important games coming up as well. Like these are the must win games, must win.
Yeah. Could you make a case for Ben White coming in, or would you even give that a thought, or not at all?
No,
Hmm.
no, I don't think that he'll move Timber. Like because if Ben White was to come in, Ben White will only really play at right back. I don't
So
see
you
Ben
don't ever
White.
see him playing as a
Nah,
centre back? Yeah. Okay.
not so much. I mean, he can do it, but like
Yeah.
that will mean shifting
Yeah.
Saliba to the left hand side, and I don't think that he'll do that. I think yeah, potentially Mosquera, but I think when Mosquera played at left centre back, I think Hincapié wasn't fit, so I think that
Yeah.
probably was one of
I
the
think it'll be
reasons why he
Hincapié.
came
Yeah.
in. So I think it really will be Hincapié, but listen, I trust Arteta, so I trust whatever he'll do. Although I do have a lot to say about the more attacking positions of what I would do, and I'm not sure he would agree, but we'll see.
Okay. Well, just on that then, we'll get into the Spurs game. I mean, leading from that, should we do our lineups first for that?
100%. I think we should also talk about just how big of a game it is. I mean,
Huge
um,
game.
North London Derby is the first game that I look for in the calendar as an Arsenal fan. Uh, it's massive. It's massive. It's big for bragging rights. It's big for points. It's big in every sort of aspect of the game. It's definitely the game that when I'm in the UK, I'm most excited to go to because the atmosphere is always pumping. The Emirates is always flying, and we usually perform really well, especially at home.
Mm.
So yeah, it's exciting. It looks like we'll have a few of our injured players back, which is
Yeah,
huge.
that's really exciting. I guess that kind of offsets the Gabriel injury a little bit. I know it's completely different positions, but it will kind of make it a little bit more balanced. I mean, who's coming back? I think it's everyone bar Jesus, I believe, right?
Listen, you don't know. Like I don't know. Um, I
Definitely
know that
Madueke
Odegaard,
though, I think.
Madueke will be
Yeah,
fit. I think Odegaard will also be fit, and I think Havertz will be fit as well.
nice. That's very
Um,
handy.
but I'm not sure about Gyökeres. I don't know about that one
Oh
yet.
yeah.
Um, I've just seen. Do you follow Hand of Arsenal?
No, I don't know.
Big Twitter guy. Usually very very reliable, like
Yeah.
almost as reliable as Ornstein at this point.
Oh
And he
wow, okay.
actually he actually tweeted 7 minutes ago that Victor Gyökeres remains a doubt for the weekend.
Mm.
So
What did he
that
say
makes
about
me.
Havertz?
He hasn't commented. He's one
Okay,
of those that
interesting.
like he won't say anything unless there's something to say.
Yeah,
If that makes
yeah.
sense.
Unlike Fabrizio Romano, just 50 tweets
Yeah,
of the same
exactly,
thing. Yeah.
exactly that. So we will see.
But
We
yeah,
will see.
huge. Yeah, sorry, you go.
He also said they're relaxed regarding the situation of Calafiori. He was sent home for precautionary reasons. And he said that 2 days ago. So that backs up what
I
Fabrizio
think
has
he'll be
then gone on to
okay.
say.
Yeah.
Hopefully, hopefully.
But yeah,
What do you think?
I mean, huge game. I mean, I agree with you. I always love playing against Spurs. So many good memories. I think the first one that comes to mind is that Smith Rowe Saka link up in that 2021 season. I want to say is just amazing to see that. And I know it was away from home, but when Gabriel we got that 1-0 win away from home as well. Um, I'm glad that Harry Kane is not playing against us. I mean, he just like why he always gets a penalty against us every time. I mean, just on that on Harry Kane, we will have to face him midweek as well because Bayern Munich, obviously. So yeah, it is a very tough set of games, but I think we're going to be okay. I mean, I'm confident. I know Spurs have been pretty decent this season so far, like pretty good. What are they now? Fourth, I believe. I think that Sunderland draw maybe got them above Spurs. I think because I think Spurs were third before that. Correct me if I'm wrong. But
Let's
yeah,
have a look.
obviously Thomas Frank has come in, great manager. I've always rated him. He did really good things at Brentford. Obviously, it didn't quite work out for Ange Postecoglou. Um,
They're fifth.
oh, fifth, okay.
Yeah.
Obviously, it didn't quite work out for Ange Postecoglou when he was at Spurs. I had mixed feelings for that because obviously, as an Aussie, I want to see an Aussie do well, but then it's also Spurs, you know. So it's like
Yeah,
kind of a mixed sort of feelings
you'll
for
be
that.
you'll be surprised to hear that I didn't really have mixed feelings about
Yeah,
it.
I mean, yeah, of
Uh,
course.
uh, all the Aussies want him to do well. To me, Spurs is Spurs.
And
I don't want you
obviously,
to do well. I
yeah,
don't care who
of
you are.
course. And then obviously, when he went to Forest, I was like, okay, I can finally, support a little bit more. Obviously, I don't know. I just have a bit of agenda against Forest. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I don't know if you remember. I swear, like, what was it like before they were in the Prem? I remember we lost to them in the FA Cup, and that game really pissed me off. I remember it was one of the most frustrating
that
results we've had.
that was the game
It was
when
a while ago.
Tavares
Oh,
came off
was
after
it?
like 20,
No, I'm
23
thinking.
minutes.
I'm thinking before that. There was one in like 2018. I want to say that Giroud sort of that sort of era. I swear we played them and it
Okay.
was really frustrating. But yeah, I hope we don't wear that white kit in the FA Cup. Obviously, very very good message, but I swear it curses us a little bit. And
It does a little bit.
it's such a nice kit as well. So it is a shame. But yeah, enough about that. Let's get into the game this weekend. Obviously, 3:30 a.m. on Monday for us. Oh god, it's gonna be rough, but when it's the North London derby, you're always up for it. So it's gonna be a great game. Lineups. What are we saying? Ray and goal.
Reyes in goal, for
But then
sure.
the back four is when obviously we just discussed it. I'd have you can correct me if you think anyone else should come in, but Timber, Saliba, Hincapié, Calafiori.
Yep.
In the midfield, it's difficult because we don't know who's going to be back. So I might do two sort of lineups if that makes sense. So
Okay, that's fine.
obviously
I'll allow it.
Zubimendi, Rice, and if Odegaard's fit, he's going straight into the number 10, straight in. If
100%.
not, if not, then I'll put Eze there. On the left, um, it's hard to drop Trossard. Like if you bring Odegaard in, you might think like, yeah, Eze on the left, but then like, is that too harsh on Trossard? Scored a banger against
Do,
Sunderland. I'm gonna have to
do you
keep
want to
some.
win? Do you
Yeah,
want to win?
I'm gonna keep Trossard there. I'm gonna keep Trossard there and
Okay. All right.
use Eze as a super sub if he's not starting. Right wing, obviously Bukayo Saka up front. I don't think Yokos is going to be fit, to be honest. Obviously, Jesus not as well. Um, if Havertz is fit, I reckon Havertz goes straight in. But that's the thing about these injured players coming back as well, is because
Yeah.
like, you don't want to rush them all the way in. And as good as Marino has been and can be as a striker, I'm not sure in a North London derby if that's what I want to see. That might be a bit disrespectful, but I think he has to. Marino, for me, probably plays striker. If Havertz is fit, then Havertz comes in. I think if
Yeah.
Havertz, unless you want to bring Havertz on maybe around the 60-minute mark, give him a nice 30 minutes at the end to just. It's a pretty intense game to come back to. What do you think?
It is, but then if you look at our next games after that,
Yeah.
you got Bayern Munich and you got Chelsea. So like there's no real time like the present and if he's fit, he plays because he's
Yeah.
a striker, and Mikel Merino is not a striker. And if Gyökeres is fit, he will start over the other two. Um, and I don't know, like with Jesus, he's now been training for a few weeks. I'm not sure if he's ready yet. That's
I
not
don't think
obviously my
so.
call to
No.
make, but yeah, yeah, it's definitely interesting. Definitely interesting. I would personally still go with Eze as the left winger. That's just my preference. You know me, as well as Trossard has done, and he is a killer in certain moments. I just think that we're going to see the best of Eze out on that left wing, and there's no better time to do it than against Spurs, the team that thought they were getting him, and he obviously rejected them for us, and yeah, it's written in the stars for Eze to score in that game. Uh, and to be honest with you, Trossard is like the best 12th man probably in the league.
Yeah.
Like he's
Yeah.
so good coming off the bench as well. Um, I would have him as an impact sub personally, because you may have a Jesus around, you may have a Mikel Merino slash a Havertz around, a Noni Madueke around,
Oh yeah, I forgot
maybe
about
an
Madueke.
Odegaard
Yeah.
if Odegaard is not fit enough to start, which I think he probably will be fit enough to start. But yeah, we now have options, which is great. It's something that we've been crying out since we sort of had the great transfer window in the summer that we did. So yeah, I would go with Raya, Timber, Saliba, Hincapié, Calafiori, Zibamendi, Rice, Odegaard, Eze, Havertz, if fit, and slash Gyökeres and Saka. That would be my 11.
Yeah. I think it's going to be a very interesting game. I think it could be won or lost by the substitutes, to be honest, in the team selection. I mean,
Hundred percent.
we've got a lot of choice now. Obviously, the Sunderland game we were running quite thin, even though we've made so many signings and got so many players, like two or three players for each position. But it's going to be very interesting to see how a Madueke, Trossard comes on, maybe an Odegaard comes on if he doesn't start the game. Maybe even Dowman might come through as well.
Who's to
I
say?
also saw he might be upgraded. I could be wrong, but I was seeing things that he played for the England under 19. He's already in conversations for playing for England under 21, I think maybe, which is pretty
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, he's only 15 years old, which is that's pretty insane to think about. I believe Wanyeri probably played for them as well. I didn't check that, but I mean,
he's
that's good.
usually in
That's
the
good for
20.
him.
He's usually in the 2021s, 23s, I think.
Mm.
So I actually don't know if he went. I think he did get picked for that
I
squad,
mean,
but
that's another person we can bring off the bench as well. Wanyeri, I'm sure he's very keen and ready to go as well. Obviously, being a Hale End boy, he'll probably want to be involved in a North London derby and leave his mark on the game. So it's going to be a very interesting game. And just looking a little bit further for the run we sort of have coming up, we have Bayern Munich midweek and then Chelsea on the weekend. And then I'll just get the other few more games up. I'll read these out for you. So obviously Spurs at home, Bayern Munich at home, Chelsea away, Brentford at home, Villa away, and then we've got Champions League Club Brugge away, and then Wolves at home. So and then Everton away after that, which can be a tricky game as well. So
it's tough.
pretty tough set of fixtures coming up. How do you see us sort of going from that, and what would be enough for you to say, like, yeah, you're confident about this team going on to win the title?
It's really simple. If this team want to win the league, they have to win the large majority of games. They can't really afford to drop more than 5 points in that run. Um, yeah, it's as simple as that. Like champions don't do that, don't drop points, especially with the standards that Pep City have sort of created for this league over the last 10 or so years. Like you have to be almost flawless. So that's what we have to go and do. Like there's no excuse. We have to just do it. Simple. What about you?
Yeah, I mean, completely agree with you. You have to win every single game. I mean, you can make a case for like, oh, maybe if we lose against Bayern Munich, it's not the end of the world because, Champions League, we're going to qualify. Like, if you lose one game against one of the top teams, you're always going to play like a Club Brugge or, I don't know, I'm pretty sure we're playing that team from Kazakhstan. Like, you're going to pick up 3 points there every time. So it's not the end of the world. But I actually disagree with that because I think it's all about the momentum. Like, if we
Yeah.
beat Spurs, and then beat Bayern Munich and then go and beat Chelsea, that puts so much confidence in the team to keep going and then build the momentum because usually that's when Arsenal have dropped off the most the last few years is that Christmas New Year period. I mean, casting my mind back to, I believe that Fulham game, that the one where we wore the green kit, like
West Ham as well.
not
Like,
yeah, not very
yeah,
good
yeah,
memories around the Christmas and New Year's time as an Arsenal fan. I believe the only one I can really remember was that away win against Brighton. That's really the only memory that I can think of. That was obviously that Odegaard pass. I love Odegaard, but
yeah,
I
yeah, yeah,
mean,
yeah.
besides that, we usually struggle around that time. So if we can get through the Christmas part, and obviously on Christmas Eve for us, I should say, we've got the EFL Cup quarterfinal. And I'm not sure if you heard about that, but they did actually reschedule it, so it was a day forward, because I mean I believe we're going to play like two games in like 2.5 days or something, which is pretty ridiculous. So I'm
Yeah.
glad that for the players they got that moved as well. So it's going to be a very busy schedule, but I mean we have the depth, and it's only really going to be what Gabriel going to be out, and maybe Gyökeres and obviously Jesus for only a couple more weeks, and then we're going to have our full squad. I mean, I can't. There's no one else that's really going to be out, I think. So hopefully, if we get through this sort of
Hopefully.
period unscathed, which I mean is rare for us, then I'm very confident. But
What about Spurs? What about
yeah,
Spurs? I mean,
true. Forgot to talk about it.
they've what? They've in their last five, won two, lost two, and drawn one. Obviously they drew to United in their last league game, I think.
Yep.
Lost to Chelsea, lost to Newcastle. Their last win in the league was, I think, Everton. If I
Oh, on a
may
great
be,
run, yeah.
yeah, yeah. Interesting side. I mean, listen, Thomas Frank, I think, is a really good coach
Yep.
who deserved a step up from Brighton. I think he had that
Brentford.
on merit. On Brentford, sorry. Very tired. Head's going. Brentford. Um, and yeah, they've sort of. I think they've bought quite well in the window. I think Xavi Simmons is a good player. Maybe he hasn't hit the heights of his previous
He
clubs,
was linked to
Leipzig,
us as well. I
PSV.
remember. I would.
To us, yeah.
I was saying I would be happy if he came to Arsenal. I think he's a quality
Really
player, so I
talented
wouldn't
player.
complain about that at all. Yeah.
And same goes for Kudus. Like, I think Kudus is a really, really good
Mm,
player.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, the Kolo Muani, of course, who's starting to play more.
Yeah.
Um, they've got Richarlison still. They've got a few really dangerous players. I really like what's his name? Who's the winger that they've got? What's his name?
Kulusevski.
No, not Kulusevski. He's still injured. It's
Tell.
no, not Tell. He's also a
Brennan
decent player.
Johnson.
Tell. No, not Brennan Johnson. Although Brennan Johnson does score
He
almost
is a
every
good player.
game.
Yeah.
He plays on the left wing. I think he's come from Burnley. I want to say Odegaard.
God.
Odegaard.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not sure
Not
if he's
too.
come from Burnley. I may have
Not
just
too
made that up,
familiar.
but no, he's a really, really good player
Okay.
who's played quite a lot of minutes for them this season. And obviously João Paulinho, who we know from his time at
Mm,
Fulham, who's played for Bayern Munich, and obviously wasn't really in favour there, but he's looked really, really good for Spurs, I'd say, this season. He's probably been one of their best players.
yep.
And we know that Spurs are without James Maddison, they're without
Yep.
Kulusevski at the moment,
Oh,
so
okay.
their main creators are not necessarily going to be fit. They've got a lot of injuries as well. To be fair to them, like I'm reading down this list, they've got a lot of injuries. Obviously,
Solanke's still out as well, right?
Solanke's still
Yeah.
out. Looks like on the list that I've got from their last game, Romero was out, but he's only got a knock, so he might be fit. Archie Gray's out. Kolo Muani's had a head injury, so I'm not sure if he'll be fit. Ben Davies has a hamstring injury. Lucas Bergvall has a concussion, so I'm not sure if he'll be back.
Good player as
Dragerson,
well.
good player. Mohamed Kudos had a knock. Basuma, who I think is not in favour, but he's had an ankle injury as well. So yeah, they're dealing with a lot of adversity too. So it's not just us.
Yeah.
But we've got to say that we are the favourites for this
Yeah.
game, especially at
Especially,
home,
yeah, at home. Exactly.
for
I th-
sure.
what are our score predictions? What are we saying? Do you think the clean sheets continue by the Sunderland game? What do you reckon?
No, I think we're going to win 3-1.
That's what I was gonna say. I mean, I'll have to go for a 2-1 then. I would
Okay,
say 3-1 though, but yeah, 2-1. So we'll see how those go. See who gets it right. I forget who sort of. I mean, no one predicted the 2-2 on the Sunderland game, so I
true.
guess I'm not sure. We have to count what we're on at the moment.
We need
So
to get a league table up
yeah,
on the pod, and Also, something that I really want to stress out for those watching is we want questions. Ask us questions. We want to do eventually a Q&A with just questions that you guys have asked us regarding Arsenal, regarding the Premier League, regarding maybe Australian football, because both of
Mm.
us are here out in Australia. Anything that you'd like to know from us and our opinions. We also want to hear your opinions. So yeah, send your questions in, leave them in the comments, uh, leave them, I guess, on all platforms. We're everywhere at the moment, which is great to see. Yeah, we want your questions. It's really important that we hear from you guys because we love the support that we're getting. Is it quiz time or what? Is it quiz time?
Let's do it. So this week, international break, we said we're going to do some, some sort of fun things before we get into the intense December schedule. So I've got a quiz. I mean, ChatGPT has got me a quiz here for you. I mean, one of the first question was, what is the name of Arsenal Stadium? So I've decided to skip that one because it's a little bit too difficult for George's sort of range. But yeah, it's going to be 10 questions. Hopefully it gets sort of easy to hard. But I'm looking at this first question. It's not super easy to be honest, but we'll just see how many you get. So
Oh, here we
I'll
go.
obviously tell you the answer afterwards after you lock in an answer. So are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Question one. Which team did Arsenal beat in Arsene Wenger's very first Premier League match in charge?
Wow. So we're going back to 96.
Yeah, I mean, it's a difficult question to start,
That is
but
a hard question. I don't know
look,
the answer to that. Can we get a ballpark? Is it someone who's currently in the Premier League
no,
now?
they're not. They're not in the Premier League now. No.
Okay. And can we get like a proximity? Like, are they in North England or South England? Or do you
Mate,
not know?
I don't know.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
They're
Okay.
like a vintage sort of 90s Premier League team.
90s Premier League team.
Yeah.
All
It
right.
is a
I
difficult
can
question. I mean, I asked the robot to give me an easy question to start off with, but I mean, the stadium one was too easy for you, but
Yeah, so I've got a few teams knocking about. I've got Coventry City, I've got Wimbledon, I've got
I'm gonna cover my
Blackburn.
face. Otherwise, you're gonna give it away.
Um, I feel like I've already said the answer, haven't I? Have I not said the answer?
I don't know. Have you?
Um, I don't know. Wimbledon for some reason Wimbledon is talking to me at the moment. Um, Ipswich maybe. There's a few teams. Charlton's. Um, who else have we got? Been to Barclays Premier League. No, Blackburn's. Oh God, it's hard. This is a hard question.
I'm gonna have to push you
I'm-
for an answer there.
yeah, I'm gonna look in. I'm gonna go with Wimbledon.
So close. It was Blackburn Rovers.
Oh no, I said it.
2-0 win. So 0 for 1 right now.
Okay.
These are very old questions, but I mean, I'm learning from this as well, so it's good. Who scored Arsenal's first ever Premier League goal in 1992?
Ooh. Ooh, I feel like I've seen this recently. Who was it? Arsenal's first Premier League goal
Yeah,
in 1992. Oh, this is tough, you know. This is really like
I would
it's
not
making me
know
look.
this.
This is making me look not very good. Oh, Steve Bold, isn't it?
Got it. Steve Bold
Yes,
it
come
is. Yeah,
on. Steve Bold. He's got no
nice.
hair, but we don't care. Stevie Bold.
All right, moving on to question three. This one will be in your lifetime. Obviously, you're very young, but at least this one's probably in the lifetime. In the 2003 2004 Invincible season, which player played the most minutes?
Okay. Is it an outfield player?
Yes.
Okay. Let's break it down. So left back was Ashley Cole, centre backs were Kolo Toure and Sol Campbell, right back was Lauren. We had in the midfield mostly Vieira and Gilberto, Perez, Lundberg, Henri Bergkamp. I know that Bergkamp didn't travel in Europe away. I think Henri got an injury during that season, although his statistics, like his stats were ridiculous. So the two players that I'm thinking of are the two midfielders, Gilberto and Vieira. They're the two. But then again, I'm thinking maybe Loren. I think he got a lot of minutes. Or Colo Torre. So hard. Um, I'm gonna go with Gilberto Silva.
You are incorrect. It is Colo Torre, centre back.
Oh my god, I said it. This is getting me frustrated.
I
Uh,
think I think these next few questions, I reckon you can get them. The next
all
two,
right,
I
well,
reckon.
guys, as well, those of you who are
Play along,
watching,
yeah.
play along,
Don't
because
cheat
I'm
as well.
taking a
Don't cheat
while.
as well.
Yeah,
Let's
don't
see how
cheat.
many you get.
I can tell you that my phone is here, but it's on my lock screen. I don't have anything on it, so I'll actually put it face down, so you guys can't accuse me of cheating. Go, let's go.
All right, question 4. Who scored the winning penalty in the 2005 FA Cup final?
Patrick Vieira. I was there.
Yes, that's right.
I was there.
How
That was
old
one of
were
my
you then?
five. That was one of my first Arsenal memories. It was a FA
Wow.
Cup final against Man United at the Millennium Stadium in Wales, in Cardiff. And yeah,
Oh,
me, my dad, my brother, and some family friends took a massive like mini bus all the way there. We
oh, that's
drove
so
all the way
sick.
there.
That's so
Yeah,
sick.
yeah.
Righto. Question 5. Who was Arsenal's captain before Cesc Fabregas?
Ooh, probably would have been Henri. So it
You
was
sure?
Vieira. It was Vieira, then Henri. Henri all the way up to 2007 when he left. And then who yeah, and then Fabregas took over from Henri.
I mean, maybe
Yeah.
this is wrong, but you want to lock in?
Yeah, I want to lock that in.
It's actually saying William Gallas.
You're right. It was.
It
It
was
was.
okay.
Bloody hell.
It
It
must have been
was
for a short
William
time then.
Gallas. It was William Gallas. Yeah, no, he had a big moment at Birmingham. He like sat on the pitch. It was really embarrassing actually what he did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh God, I can't believe I forgot William Gallas. You know, he also wore the number 10 shirt,
That
William
that's
Gallas.
that's weird. I don't like
Yeah, weird.
that.
Centre back wearing number 10. Yeah. God, this is really exposing my knowledge at
Oh,
the
did
moment.
you
Not very good.
see there was a goal off topic, but there was a goalkeeper, I think for in the A League, maybe one of the Melbourne teams, but maybe it might have been Newcastle or something, but it was a goalkeeper and he was wearing number 7.
I didn't see that. No.
I hate that. That's so I don't like that. A goalkeeper wearing number 7, that's too woke. That's ridiculous. Anyway, question 6. So how many have you got so far? Uh you've got 2 out of 5 so far.
Not very good at
All
all.
right.
All right.
Question 6. Who did Arsenal beat in the 1994 Cup Winners' Cup semi-final? I don't know what.
You're killing me here.
It's
Uh,
ChatGPT killing you, not me.
yeah, it is big time. This is all before my lifetime. Any danger? Any danger? Cup Winners' Cup. These teams are like Zaragoza is something that's coming to my head. Real Zaragoza, or like
I'll give you a hint.
yeah,
It's
go on.
it's they're a big team now as well, so it won't be like one of those random teams.
They're a big team.
Still a
Big
big
team, big
team.
team. What country?
I don't know if I can say that, but I'll say it's in the top 5 league for now. I'll say that for now.
Feels like it could be like an Atletico Madrid or something like that. Yeah, I really don't know the answer to this. Um, Cup Winners' Cup, mate. Come on.
All right, I'll give you another hint. I'll give you another hint. We played against them last season.
We played against them last season. Real Madrid.
No, you want to
Nah,
look at it?
nah. Cup Winners' Cup. It can't be Real Madrid. Um, who did we play last season? PSG maybe. PSG. I'll look in PSG. Why not?
It's PSG. It's PSG.
That's
One
just a,
two
just a
one
guess.
2-1 on aggregate. I mean, these questions are difficult. I mean, feel free to give me a harder one maybe next week.
Yeah.
Um, we'll see. This is a ridiculous question, but if you get this, well, Who is the only player to score four and against Arsenal in the same Premier League season? I
Can
should
you
just
say
say
that question again?
who is
Score
the
what?
who's the only player to score for Arsenal and against Arsenal in the same
In the same
season?
season.
I know I said Premier
Uh,
League season, but he didn't move to a Premier League team, so it's just season.
he didn't move to a Premier League team.
No, he
Oh,
moved. He moved overseas. I'll get the year up for you.
yeah, get the year up. That will help frame my
Yeah.
argument. I think it will help frame my answer even.
It was 1999, I think. Yeah,
Yeah,
1999.
okay. If it's 1999, year after the double season, the only name that comes to mind is someone who was a bit of a journeyman in football. He played for quite a lot of Premier League clubs. Uh, and I'm guessing the team that he scored against us for was Real Madrid. And his name is Nicholas Anelka.
Spot on. You got it.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice. All right. This one doesn't seem too bad. Most assists in the 97-98 season.
Most assists. I mean, you can't really look past Burkamp, but that's probably the more obvious answer, right? Because he came to us before. Yeah, I'm going to go Dennis Burkamp.
That's right. It's Dennis Bergkamp.
How
All
many did he
right.
get?
Doesn't actually say here. I'll
Okay,
quickly.
brilliant.
Let's see. You want to have a guess of that? Extra point.
Yeah, go on. I will guess that he got 16 assists.
You only had 11.
Okay,
11
all right.
assists. I know. Question nine. Second last question. Uh, what does this even mean? The longest unbeaten run in all comps that started and ended against the same opponent. This, I don't know how you're going to get this.
The longest unbeaten run.
So we beat that team and then didn't lose any games. And then when we played that team, we lost. It was in the 97, 77, 78. They're in the they're in
1977,
okay,
did
I'll
you
say
say?
they're in the Premier League now and they're not in the Big Six. So in
They're
the
in the Premier
late
League now.
70s. So if you I think they were one of the best teams in that sort of era in the Prem.
Right. So we're looking at probably like a Nottingham Forest, like that sort of vibe.
You want to lock it in?
Yeah, go on, why not?
Yeah, as far as
I mean,
23 games.
these questions, by the way, unbelievable.
Oh my God. I mean, you're not going to like this last question because it's kind of similar to who scored Arsenal's first ever Premier League goal, except
Go on.
who scored the first league goal against Arsenal in the 91-92 season. I'll give you the team. They're playing for Leeds.
Ooh,
Let's see.
okay. They're playing for Leeds 91, 92.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think who would be playing for Leeds in that era. Like it's before Mark Viduka's time.
Do you want the team he played for before Leeds or the
Yeah,
nationality?
yeah, go on.
United before Leeds. Man United.
Before Leeds, he was at United.
Yeah, he was at United from 84 to 89, then Leeds 89 to 95.
Hmm. Thinking like someone like Steve Bruce or like Mark Hughes, maybe. Um, that that was. I'm trying to think. Because you have to think United during the
Mm.
80s.
160 games for United across 5 seasons.
He was only there 5 years. I honestly don't know. My United knowledge is not as good as my Arsenal one.
Scottish.
Clearly,
I haven't
Scottish,
heard of this player. I'm going to put that out there as well.
Scottish, Scottish. Towns, no, Townsend played for us. What is his name? Scottish. I have no idea.
You want to lock in a
Pass.
random? Okay, it's Gordon Strachan.
Oh, Gordon Strachan. To be fair, I wouldn't have got that even if I know who
Okay,
Gordon Strachan is, but I know him as a manager more than a player. Yeah,
fair
that is
enough.
much before my time. And maybe my dad would have got that one, but I doubt it.
Righto, so let's see how many you got. So oh, you didn't get Blackburn. You got Steve Bold, so that's one. You got Patrick Vieira, FA Cup final two. You got the PSG, you got Anelka, you got Burkamp, you got Forest. So you got 6 out of 10. So you just passed.
Tell you what,
Congratulations,
I will
everyone.
actually, honestly, with the level of
That's
question
they
there,
were tough.
I'll take that. I'll take that, and I'll make sure that when I do your quiz, it'll be in your lifetime, all the questions.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm very much looking forward to it. Hopefully we can squeeze that in next week. Obviously, we've got a lot to talk about. Maybe after the Spurs game, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I think we can wrap it up there. Thank you guys so
Awesome.
much for watching, supporting as always. Hope you guys are enjoying the little ranking TikToks. They've been fun to do during the break. Obviously, Socceroos play tomorrow against Colombia, so hopefully get a win there. We'll see how that goes. England have qualified for the World Cup, so congratulations to England.
Very
Um,
much.
but yeah, leave some comments and also tell us if you did the quiz, how many questions you got right, how many questions you got wrong, how
Yeah.
difficult it was
If
as well.
if I'm a fake fan or not, yeah, feel free to leave that one in the comments. No worries.
But yeah, that's enough from me. I hope you have a good day, Gooners.
Absolutely. Have a good day, Gooners.